Okay, we are officially 4 months deep into 2026, and this is a perfect year. If 2025 wasn't your year to run up some money, right now is the best time for you to do it. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling y'all how to do that with reselling like I always do. Summer is upon us, so let's lock in and let's make this bread, y'all. Y'all are probably wondering, Eden, how do I even go about starting this? Don't worry, I'm giving out all the sauce for free. Spreadsheets are going to be down in the description. It's going to have a plethora of items for y'all to pick from. We got women's clothing and so much more, and that's just going to help you get started, get off the ground with this reselling shit. So first things first, we got to make a plan. A lot of people go into reselling and they don't have a plan when they come into the game, and that's where they end up getting screwed over the most. If y'all are actively watching this video, I need y'all to do me a favor right now. Take out your lunch boxes, get a pen, get some paper, because I'm taking y'all to school. The most important thing you're always going to have to do whenever it comes to any business is coming up with a plan. Like I said, a lot of people come into reselling and they don't really think too much about it. They just think, oh, I'm going to buy some AirPods for the low and sell them for the high. That's not how that works. We got unsaturated and saturated items and so much more to go over. So you definitely have to create a game plan when you go into this. So the first step of your plan of action should literally just be, who am I going to target? This audience can be men, women, children, families. It doesn't really matter. You just got to pick an audience or multiple audiences and make sure you're going to stick to that. That's going to be your main target point. And because most of y'all that are watching this are probably going to be beginners or in the intermediate range, you only really need 1 to 2 target audiences at a time. So for the most basic example, I'm going to use 2 target audiences, and y'all can literally follow this along, write this down word for word, and y'all be able to print money off of this. Just this sample alone will be able to make you some money. So our target audience being women and men, what do they like to do in the summertime? That's the first thing we got to figure out. Now, during the summertime, me personally, I live in the West Coast and I live close to beaches. So I know a lot of people in my demographic are going to be wanting to go to beaches and just hang out in places that are generally cool for the summertime. So now we've already narrowed it down pretty well. We understand that men and women like to go to the beach during the summertime. Usually the people that are going to be buying from you are going to be within the middle age range to a little bit younger. So now based on that info, what's one thing that's super easy to scale that people are going to want and people are going to want to buy? If y'all guess clothing, y'all would be right on the money. But we can't just pick any clothing because it can't be Montclair jackets and stuff that are going to keep people hot. Remember, people want to stay cool during the summer. So our best option would be to get lightweight clothing. That could be shorts, t-shirts. We also got swimwear like bikinis, tankinis, and bathing suits. Now we're basically almost done with our plan. We know that we're targeting women and men. We know that it's summertime, so people want cool clothing. And we know that for women, they're going to want bikinis and swimwear. And for men, they're going to want shorts and shirts. Super simple. Just like that, we already basically have our game plan done. We only need one more thing. Now all we got to figure out is what brands we're going to sell for our clients. Now this is why it's important to figure out what's saturated and unsaturated, because based on that, you can low-key monopolize an entire market if you play your cards right. Now for men, I know they're going to mostly want streetwear brands. That could be Denim Tears, Eric Emanuel, Spider. It really doesn't matter. Having a good variety is also super important. That way you're just not holding on to inventory in case it doesn't move. Now for my women clients, I know they're going to be wanting swimsuits that are from reputable brands and also look good, so I'm going to be focusing on high ticket items that I know are going to flip quick and with easy profit. These are going to be items like Versace bathing suits, Saint Laurent bikinis, Gucci bikinis, Hermes slippers, like anything along those lines that are going to give that summer luxury vibe, they're definitely going to go for. Now y'all may sit here and also ask, for high ticket items, Eden, how am I going to list that without getting banned? This is why I stress being able to learn the skill of knowing unsaturated versus saturated items, because when you're selling saturated items, they're way more likely to get taken down due to the fact that everyone's selling the same thing. But because we're selling something that isn't really sold often, which are going to be bikinis, and on top of that, it's a name brand, listing places like eBay, Depop, Mercari, Facebook are going to be way less likely to take your item down due off of the simple fact that you're selling something that's unsaturated. Okay, so now our game plan is officially complete. We have our target demographics, we have what items we're going to sell, we know what time of season it is, and we know what's unsaturated and what's saturated and what's going to flip and what's not. Now this is quite literally the easiest part of this method if you want to make 10K this summer just off of reselling, and that's going to be marketing. Now that you have your game plan set with your demographic and what items you're going to sell, you can fully focus on the marketing aspect of this. Now I'm going to be completely honest with y'all can make an easy 5 to 6K this summer off of just selling on Facebook Marketplace, Depop, Mercari, whatever. But if you really want to hit that 10K plus mark, you're going to have to build returning clientele. That is the most important thing. Now when it comes to building returning clientele, your best bet is to use your socials that you have. Me personally, personally, when I first started reselling, I took that initiative to build my clientele early because I knew I wanted to scale up. And the way I went about that was just off of basic networking. Anytime I made a sale, I would tell them, hey, look, I'm a reseller in the area. I get a lot of these products wholesale. If you ever need any different colorways or any different bikinis, any different shorts, whatever you're selling, right? Just letting them know that you have inventory of it. You can even show them your inventory. Be like, here's my contact. If you're ever interested in copying some more items, you know where to go. And boom, just like that, you have a sales pitch in literally 30 seconds. For all my niggas that have worked sales or do work sales currently as like a 9 to 5 or whatever, if y'all got a mouthpiece, bro, y'all are gonna make a lot of profit this summer, I'm telling y'all. And I'm not speaking bullshit either. This is from my own personal experience. When I started off, I was able to build at least 20 to 25 returning clients just off of the simple fact that I talked to them and had an actual conversation instead of just taking the money and leaving. Now, if y'all have been following this blueprint all the way through, this is some secret sauce I'm about to give y'all. Realistically, most of the time when it comes to these sales pitches, the best people you can throw them on are gonna be female clients. The simple reason for this being, it is a quite literal fact that women are impulsive buyers and they're more likely to shop online than men. So trust me, if you can sell to a girl once, you can sell to her a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth time, bro. It's really that simple. That's how you're gonna get that reoccurring flow. You kind of almost want to get into a routine when it comes to selling. And I've seen it happen firsthand too, because trust me, if she wants that Versace bikini, she's also gonna want that Gucci bikini later down the line. And the fact that you have it on you and you also took the time to communicate and tell her that you're a reseller, you have wholesale, you do this on the side, you have a lot of inventory, and show her your product listing and take that extra 5 minutes out of that sale to do that, you're gonna have a returning client no matter what. Now, the final thing that y'all need if y'all are really gonna push for that 10K month this summer is budgeting. Y'all need to have a planner. Y'all need to be able to mark out how much your profit is, how much your investments are, how much taxes are taking out, everything else. We always got to treat any side hustle like it's a business because that's how you scale it. And don't worry, I'll leave a free Google spreadsheet where you can track all this. It's going to already be coded out and everything. So it's going to do auto calculations for you. So you don't got to worry about doing all the percentages and stuff yourself. Super simple, and it's just going to keep you on track. Now, y'all are probably saying, why do we even need to do this? I'm just trying to make my money and be on my way. Trust me, that's going to separate the people that are making 5K from the people that are making 10K from the people that are making 20K a month. Simple. The problem is a lot of people fail to realize that if you made 10K this month, that was 10K gross, not 10K actual profit. For example, let's say I spent $2,000 on products and then another $500 on other miscellaneous shit. Now that's a total of $2,500. So you really didn't make $10,000. You made $7,500, but you got $2,500, which was your original investment back, and then the other $7,500 is your profit. Now, most of the time, people just want the 10K in cash and they don't really care if it's profit or not. It's just simply off the fact that it's 10K in cash, it feels like they made a lot of money. But for y'all that are actually trying to make some real money with this shit, the main reason why you want to be in charge and making sure you're on top of all that is simply for the fact that you want to over time progress into cheaper and cheaper products with the same quality. So now going back to that 2,500 example, say all my products and everything cost a total of 2,500 and I made 10,000 that month. That's 7,500 in profit. So now when I go into my next month, I can start to look for better vendors that are going to have that same quality but cheaper. So now next month I make another 10,000 and I can look at that and be like, okay, this time I actually made $8,000 instead of 7,500 because I chopped away 500 by getting my items for a little bit cheaper with that same quality. Hey man, I'm trying to tell y'all, reselling isn't dead and it isn't saturated. Y'all just been going about it the wrong way, or you've been reselling the wrong products. But if y'all take 3 days to lock in and do the stuff that nobody else wants to do, that's gonna separate y'all. I'm telling y'all gonna see that growth in your bank account and also in your social medias and everything if you just follow these simple steps. Make a game plan, execute it, market, and then track your profits. Hey man, that's gonna be it for this video, y'all. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like and subscribe. If y'all learned anything from this video as well, make sure y'all tell me down in the comments. Give me more ideas on what y'all need tips and tricks on. This reselling shit is really light. Y'all just gotta lock in. I'm telling y'all, the bag is there. You just gotta grab it and take it with your own hands. It's Eden. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, and we're out.